Yo, entrepreneur family, back at it once again. Favorite entrepreneur, your boy, official Tyree Samuels, right? Now, today we're going to be talking about is I'm going to show you guys how to actually properly build your trading account. So I previously spoke on, things like risk management, things like proper risk to reward, but I'm going to actually show you guys a tool that you can utilize to be able to track your success, see how far you can compound your account, and see how long it'll actually take so you can have a step-by-step guide to your success. I'll catch you guys on the next video. I'll see you in a few. Peace. Yo, everybody, back at it once again. Favorite entrepreneur, your boy, official Tyree Samuels. And before y'all go any further, make sure y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because remember, I want you guys to stay up to date every time I drop a new video, and I want you guys to be the first to get the notification before anybody else. Now, keeping on the topic that I spoke on in the previous clip, we're going to be showing you guys how to actually compound your Forex account, okay? So I will have a separate video for, binary options and crypto and things like that, but we're going to talk about how to compound your Forex account, because unfortunately, if you guys don't know, there's going to be a high number and a high percentage of people that trade the foreign exchange market, but they don't actually make any money, right? So it's actually about 95 to 97% of people who attempt to trade don't actually produce actual income. That means they just trade and they're just negative. They just keep depositing. One of my mentors actually told me it's two different kinds of traders: professional depositors and professional withdrawers. Which one are you? You have to ask yourself. Now, the thing I'm going to show you guys is it's not because necessarily people take bad trades, which is definitely a thing. It's not what a lot of people think. It's because they don't have enough money. You don't need a lot of money to make a lot of money. You just need to learn how to compound it the proper way. So going into that, if you guys do not know how to be able to, pick the proper risk management whenever you're taking a foreign exchange trade, a lot of reasons why you're not actually growing your account is probably because you're over leveraging. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, right? You only got $100 in your account, but you're risking $50 every time you take a trade. That's not going to really get you very far. So if you look up here in the top right corner, I actually have a video talking about risk management specifically for Forex that's going to help you guys out. And in addition to that, there's going to be something a lot of people don't realize. You don't actually need to win a lot to be successful in Forex. So in Forex, you'd be 40%. I think the actual number is like 35 to 40-ish% accurate and still be extremely profitable trader. Now, the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you practice something called risk to reward. If you have no idea what that is, look up here in the top right corner again. I actually have another YouTube video going over risk to reward, which is going to show you guys how you can actually lose 2, 3, 4 trades in a row, and it only takes one trade to get you back out of the hole. Now, sticking on the topic of how to compound your account, you guys want to be able to make sure you're paying attention to percentages, okay? So if you're trying to compound your account, you need to be understanding, okay, am I trading with 1%, 2%, 5%, 10%? If you're strictly going off of dollar amount, that's probably not going to be the best way to be able to grow your account. Now, the percentage is going to give you a dollar amount, but if you're always consistently doing 1%, that's going to be very specific. If you're just saying $10, $20, what is that actually based off of? Okay, so there's actually a website that, if you guys can look right here, is going to be called compounddaily.org. So what I would ask of you guys is you guys go tap into compounddaily.org. Okay. Now, compounddaily.org is actually going to be a website that's going to give you guys a very seamless, easy, maneuverable way to be able to calculate your compound interest. Okay. So whenever you first get to the website, compounddaily.org, not .com, the first thing you want to be able to do is you want to click on where it says compound daily interest calculator. Okay. Not the compound interest calculator, not the mortgage calculator. If y'all looking into getting a house, that'd probably be perfect for you. Okay. But we're going to look at the compound daily interest calculator. I'm actually click on that. Okay. Now, after I click on that, the next thing I want to be able to focus on is they're going to give me some different sections that I can actually fill in the blank. So the first one is going to be the initial purchase amount. So I'm going to be honest with you. The purchase amount is going to stand for how much money is in your current trading account. 100, 200, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, so on, right? From my personal experience, since I've been helping individuals learn the skill set of trading, usually most people are only going to want to, or it might just be all that they have, but usually most people are only going to feel comfortable doing about, $50 to $200, somewhere in that range. Usually 1 to 200 is what I tell people. That's something good to start off with. Anything less than 100, it's probably not really going to go so far, because 100 already, to be honest, is not like a crazy amount of income, but most people should be able to have at least $100 to invest, assuming they're just not afraid to lose some money, because that's what comes with the game, right? You got to lose some money to make some money. Now, the next field is going to be your daily interest rate and percentage. A lot of people don't think about it like this, right? Whenever you're trading, you're not going for a specific dollar amount. The reason why so many people don't make money is because they just want to go pop off, and the first day they start trading, they want to go make $200 to $300 a day. Now, I always have been taught by one of my mentors, Have you ever done anything previous to coming into trading to where you've made the kind of income you look to make in this? Okay, then. So maybe you should scale back and be like, okay, I've never actually made $200 to $300 a day ever. So it doesn't make sense that I think I'm going to come into this and within the first week, I'm going to start doing it here. So with that being said, don't focus on the dollar amount, focus on the percentage, and the percentage will eventually get you to the dollar amount is what I like to teach people. I'm gonna say that one more time. Focus on the percentage, and the percentage will eventually get you to the dollar amount. I'm actually going to show you guys an example with a simple $100 upfront investment. Okay. So if you start off with $100, me personally, as you guys will see, whenever you go look at the risk management video and things like that, I tell people, you really want to go for in Forex, you want to go for about 2 to 5% a day. And I'm gonna show you the example of both of those. So we just go start off with 2%, 2 to 5% a day. Please understand, just because this is what you're going for, it doesn't mean that this is what you're going to get. Okay. If LeBron James averages 30 points a game, I'm gonna be honest, he's probably going to consistently get about 30-ish, if not a little more a game. But yeah, it's gonna be times where LeBron gets 22 points this game. He gets 25 points this game. The 30 is the average. It doesn't mean he's going to get that every time. I mean, hell, he may have a bad game altogether. And that's how it's going to average out. So if I'm saying 2 to 5%, be aware. It may be some days that you're not going to get that 5%. You may get 2.5, you may get 3, you may get 4. The 5 is if you get 5%, you need to stop trading for the entire day. Okay. So 2 to 5%, which is what I teach in my risk management video, that is a perfect number to go for in Forex. I'm gonna give you a relative perspective. Okay. If you look at your bank account, go log into your bank account, Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, look at your savings account, and there's going to be a field whenever you get your bank statement that's going to talk about your interest that you've earned as far as in the form of dividends or whatever, right? Usually it's going to be 0.00000001. If you add up 0.00001 over the course of 12 months, you literally don't even get, I don't even think you get half of 1%, right? You don't even get half of 1%. So I want you to take a step back and think about the bank, which is what I've always been taught to put my money into. They're not even going to give me half of 1% on my money over the course of a year. Tyree is telling me that I can learn a skill that's going to help me make 2 to 5% literally every single day. Now you can probably do the math and kind of see how fast I could probably work, right? So 2 to 5%. The next thing you guys want to focus on is, do you have an amount of time that you want to be able to see a specific amount of growth? I always like to focus on 90 days, right? One of my mentors actually told me, Tyree, if you do things in spurts of 90 days, you can see a drastic change in income and lifestyle, just because it's 30 days, which are going to be 4 quarters in the year. So if you think about 4 different quarters in a year, each one is a 90-day cycle. Okay. So that's going to be a way that you can gauge each quarter of the year and how you're actually doing. So I like to stick with 90 days. Okay. The next thing you want to focus on is, how much do you want to reinvest? Me personally, you're just going to automatically select 100%. Okay. Obviously, in the length of days, if you want to do a year, you would just type in 365. You're like, okay, I want to see what I could possibly see in a year. Now I'm being 100% honest with you. I usually tell people, don't focus on the whole thing for the year, because the year is going to give you a crazy, gigantic number that probably you're not going to go achieve, just because, to be real, you're only going to keep so much money in your trading account. So if it says you could be a billionaire by the end of the year, it doesn't actually mean you're going to be a billionaire, because I guarantee you're not going to keep $1 billion or hundreds of millions of dollars in the trading account. I'm just throwing it out there. Okay. I would feel uncomfortable having that much money in the trading account. So we'll focus on 90-day sets. Daily reinvestment rate is going to be 100%. That simply means every time I make new profit, I'm going to add the profit to my balance, and then I'm going to be able to use that new amount to be able to calculate my percentage. So if I made $10 off of this $100 account, now I'm going to be working with $110. So my percentages are now going to be based off of 110 versus 100. That's why you want to always make sure you do 100% reinvestment. If you do not change the reinvestment to 100%, is going to drastically change a lot of the numbers. Okay. And then finally, just because the market is closed on the weekend, so specifically for cryptocurrency, if you do leverage trading or investing, that's always open. But we're talking about Forex. Forex is only open from Sunday at 4 p.m. to Friday at 4 p.m. Central. It'll be 5 p.m. Eastern. Okay. So just because the market is closed on the weekends, we are not going to include weekends. Okay. This is specifically Monday through Friday, basically. Okay. So I'm going to hit calculate now. And what I want to show you guys is something that's very powerful. I want you guys to think about, okay, over the course of 90 days, right? If I were to average 2% a day, I could turn an initial $100 investment into almost $600 in 3 months. Now, for a lot of people that are probably watching this video, the first thing that's going to pop up in your head, you're like, bro, that ain't no lot of money. Dang, oh, okay, I'm going to make $500 in 3 months. Well, okay, you're going to make literally nothing if you don't, invest in it. You just let it sit in your bank account. So it's relative. So A lot of people like to talk down on what's to be considered not a lot of money and things like that. But it's like, you got to understand, you're literally not having any money being made right now in general. So on your bank account, you're literally making nothing. So you should be jumping out of the gym to be making anything. I just showed you how you can make 6x of your initial investment, right? Now, the thing I always tell people is if you want to make more money, maybe you need more money to invest. So if $600 or $500 over the course of 3 months with 2% is not a lot of money for you, well, guess what? You need to go work and get more money to invest. Because yeah, in relative thinking, if you have more money, this number could be bigger. But I'm gonna show you guys why I began this video by saying you don't really need a lot of money. You just need to be patient. So many people don't have patience, right? They have the patience to go to school for 4 to 8 years, right? To a lot of times, literally not even make 6 figures. Like you go to school 4 to 8 years, accumulate debt, and all you're going to be doing is making $60,000 to $80,000 a year. I'm literally showing you how you can be able to put the effort into something like this and how you can be able to start making money every single day on the side. So as you're going to school, as you're working a job, you can still be trading on the side. And then over the course of the next 3, 4, 5 years, you've now built up so much income in your trading account. Now you don't have to work anymore. You can now live off of your fruits of your labor. So I tell people all the time, do not get discouraged by the initial money or things like that. This is a skill you're going to learn, right? That would be equivalent to going to school for a semester and being like, oh, this isn't working for me, I'm gonna just quit. And there are a lot of people that do that. And to be 100% honest with you, it's a lot of people that do not have education, that don't have great paying jobs. So with that being said, what I'm now going to do is I'm going to scroll down a little bit more. I'm gonna show you guys a mental process of how you got to think about it. If you're going for 2% a day, right? That means that you've made $2 that day, because 2% of 100, right, is going to be $2. So that literally means you made $2 and you're done trading for the day. The biggest issue with most people is they don't know when to stop. If you don't know when to stop, you're technically gambling, okay? If you go to the casino and you have no idea how much money I'm okay with making, how much money I'm okay with losing, that is gambling, right? If I went to the casino every day and I was like, you know what? If I lose $300, I'm leaving. There's no if, there's no buts, there's no nothing about it. I'm leaving if I lose 300. Most people don't go to the casino like that. Most people go be like, I got 500. Damn, I just lost 500. Let me go to the ATM and get some more. That's called gambling, right? In trading, you know that you're going to lose. The only way that you can not blow your entire account on any given day is have disciplines to be able to stop you when you're having a bad day. And when you're having a good day, you need to know when to leave so that you don't go lose what you just made, right? So with this, you're going to consistently make $2, right? The first day. The next day, you're going to make $2.04. The following day, you're going to make $2.08, so on and so forth. The reason why this number continues to grow is because you're reinvesting 100%, which if you look to the right, every time you make profit, that profit is being added to your new beginning balance. So instead of 100, each time you start trading the new day, this is going to be your beginning balance based off the profit that you just earned. Okay. Now, for other people, you know, like I said, you don't think 500 is a lot of money. I guarantee you're going to go 3 months and you're still not going to have $500. So you're going to wish you would have started, you know, learning a skill set, right? Because without this, you're going to have to do what? Pick up an extra job, work some extra hours. This is something that you're doing at the comfort of your home. And it's best to do it while you already have a job. I tell people all the time, don't quit your job to start trading until your trading income can replace your job. So work your job, you have money to fund your account, and you can do a slow grind. So you're not all anxious and trying to go, you know, make a whole bunch of money overnight because you have no income coming in, and it'll be way more comfortable. Now, what I want to show you guys is how to be able to take a 5% a day investment and see how far it can go. So remember, right? If we did 2% every single day over the course of 90 days with a $100 account, what we started realizing is, you know what? Actually, I need to take a step back. Let's go back to the 2% because this is a real example I wanted to show. So many people are going to get caught up in the fact that you collectively grew your account from 100 to 594. That is not where the real income comes from. The real income is not necessarily the overall balance of your account. It's how much money can you make based off the balance of your account. What I mean by that is if I scroll all the way down to the bottom to day number 90, right? This the $594 account can now yield me $11.65 every single day. But remember, day number 1, we were only making $2. Now at the end of 3 months, we can now be yielding about $12 a day. Now, obviously, I'm not going to play stupid. Yeah, $12 over the course of an entire day is not a lot of income. But guess what? $100 as far as an initial upfront investment is also not a lot of income. So you got to be able to understand you have to literally, by definition, work with what you have. So if you are, by the grace of God, somehow become at the level to where you can start averaging close to 5% a day, keep in mind the numbers I'm showing you is based on if you go perfect for 90 days. It's not assuming you have a bad day. It's not assuming you take Monday off. This is assuming you got 90 consecutive days. So keep in mind, you're probably not going to have 90 straight days of 5%. Maybe the 90 days takes 120 days. Maybe it takes 5 months. The goal is you're seeing what 5% a day can eventually get you to in the course of a physical year. So if I scroll down, look at the drastic difference, right? From 2% a day to 5% a day. And I want y'all to think about this. With 2% a day, we grew a $100 account to with 2% a day, we grew a $100 account to $594, basically $600. That $600 was yielding me about $11.65 a day. Now I need to make this understood, right? Keep in mind, this is not automated when I'm showing y'all. So it's not just like, it's just happening in the background. This is you getting your butt to the computer and actively day trading on a daily basis. The amount of time you take to trade is very subjective. But this is the concept of it. This is you manually trading and making your money. This is not somebody just saying, hey, I made 2% again for you. No, this is you learning the skill set and doing it yourself. So with that same $100 investment, 5% a day can now take me from a $600 account in 3 months to an $8,000 account in 3 months. Now I got to be honest with you. That's a drastic difference, right? Going from 100 to 600 to 100 to 8,000, right? Now I want you to think about that. That's just simply going from 2% to 5% a day in the same 90 days with a $100 investment. Now I'm gonna be honest, depending on where you work, some of you may not even make $8,000 in general at your job over the course of 90 days, right? Just being honest, right? So you got to think about it now. If I scroll down, the same amount of effort that you were literally put in to achieve that 2% is similar effort you're going to do to put in the 5%, but it's relative. So remember, 2% of $100, which was our initial balance, is $2. 5% of $100, which is our initial balance, is $5. What does that mean? That means on day number one, I would have literally made my 5%, which would have been equivalent to $5, and I would have stopped trading for the day. The issue that most people do is your brain is going to be like, $5 is not a lot of money, so I'm going to keep trading. That is why you are not an investor. That is why you are a gambler, and that is why you are not making money, because gamblers don't make money. Investors make money. The only people that make money in gambling is people that actually have discipline. That's why there's very few people that make money in gambling, because most people literally are trying to get rich overnight, and you hear it your entire life. It doesn't work like that, but for whatever reason, you just are trying to force it to work like that. It doesn't work like that, right? So $5 your first day, you're going to stop. The second day, you're going to make $5.25. You're going to stop. The third day, you're going to make $5.51. You're going to stop. The fourth day, you're going to make $5.79. You're going to be done. Now, what I want to be able to do is I want to fast forward a little bit. So after the 30 days, the first 30 days, right, you've now taken a $100 account to $432. So think about it. Just going from 2% to 5%, you've literally almost made over the course of 3 months what 2% did in 1 month with the 5%. Okay. So remember, 2% in 3 months was 100 to 594. With 5% in 30 days, we've already gotten to $432. That's a drastic difference. Okay. Now, that 30 days is going to be yielding me $20.58. That means 5% of $432 is going to be $20.58. So the same $5 that I made off that $100 account is conceptually the same as $20.58 off the $432 account. Right now, let's go ahead and fast forward to month number 2. So this is going to be month number 2 where you're going to be able to focus on the days. Right. So let me slow down because I don't think I properly explained. If you guys focus, right, this is going to be your initial balance. This is going to tell you the date, which is today. This is going to be where it can end up going based off the amount of days. And this is going to be the date that it would be done in which. Okay. This is going to represent the days. So if I did 90 days, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. This is the date. These are going to be the earnings. This means each day, this is how much money you will be looking to earn. And then total principal is going to be, once you've made money, they're now going to add this profit to your new balance. And then this is what your balance is going to be. So if we go to month number 2, we'll see that, ladies and gentlemen, in 60 days, just from going for 5%, we've now grown our account to $1,868, right? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Some people may still be like, okay, over the course of 2 months, making $1,700, almost $1,800, that's cool. But like, I can go work a job and make that. Yeah, you could, right? But the whole problem is you're not going to get rich working a job. You're only going to get rich compounding an investment account, because it's impossible to compound working at a job, right? Because your hourly is based off of not effort. It's just based off, we go get you $10 an hour. It doesn't matter if you go hard today and if you half-ass tomorrow, you're going to get paid the same amount of money. In trading, you can speed up your success. So what I'm showing you guys is, think about if you were able to start making almost an extra $100 a day. That's significant. An extra $100 a day, $100 a day every single day of the week is $2,800 over the course of a month, right? Keep in mind, there's 5 trading days in a week. That means just with this size account, if you were to stop compounding the account and just started withdrawing every day you made profit, you would literally be making close to, because it's not exactly 100, you'll be making close to an extra $2,500 a month, right? Extra 2,000, that's 20 trading days in a month, extra $2,000 a month. That is significant income. There's nobody that's watching this unless you're already significantly wealthy. You're just laughing at, oh, that ain't no lot. Yeah, extra $2,000 a month on top of what you're already making, that's significant. And guess what? You're doing that with the same effort that it would take going for 2%. So now we're going to wrap it up. So with 90 days, I've literally now shown you guys with $100 account. So all your homeboys that's, disrespecting, oh, you only made $10. I told you it ain't work. Keep in mind, their brains don't understand compound interest, right? They're uneducated. So it's okay for them to laugh. They don't understand compound interest. So whenever they see you only made $5 today and they laugh, it's okay because you have a spreadsheet that Tyree showed you that's going to get you making significant income by day number 90. Not exactly day number 90, like I said, but you understand the concept. So finally, over the course of 90 days, we've now taken a $100 account going for 5% a day to $8,073.73, right? But the most important thing is not how much we've grown the account to, is how much we can make off of this account. Ladies and gentlemen, what if I were to tell you that off this $8,000 account, you are able to start generating $384.46 a day, which is basically $400. I'm going to take a step back and I want you to really think long and hard. How many people, we ain't going to even talk about you. I don't want to disrespect you, but the majority of the people watching this video, you don't make $400 a day. I don't even have to ask it in a question format. You don't. And that's not being disrespectful. I don't make $400 a day, not yet, but I will be very soon. Okay. So the thing I want you guys to be able to understand is, how many people do you know that make $400 a day, right? What is $400 a day? Let's do the math so you guys can actually see what kind of income this actually is, because maybe your brain can compute $400 a day. You know that that's a lot of money, but it's like, okay, we'll do the exact 384 times 20 days in a month. Ladies and gentlemen, that's $7,680 a month, okay? If I multiply that by 12, that is $92,000 a year. You are basically a 6-figure earner after 90 days of really difficult, tough effort of being consistent, right? You got to be consistent, because one of them days you're gonna be like, oh, I want to take some more trades. No, don't do that. You're going to mess up your progress, because the one day you take more trades, you might lose the progress of the past week because you're being greedy. Okay. So these are all going to be things that you need to understand when it comes to trading. It's not about having a whole bunch of money. Yeah, obviously, if you came in with $10,000 after 90 days, it would be way more money, but we don't have 10,000 to work with. So we're not going to talk about if, ands, or buts. We're going to talk about what we do have, right? Think about taking that stimulus check if they give another one and, possibly learning how to trade. I'm not saying go take your hard-earned money and just go throw it into a trading account. You're not going to be able to make money every day if you don't actually know how to trade. This is an example assuming you already know how to be successful in trading. This is not just some random schematic where it's like, yeah, go download an app and go put some money in a trading account. Just no, it doesn't work like that. Obviously, you got to know what you're doing. So with that being said, if you guys want a little, a little advice, you want a little mentorship, definitely make sure y'all check the link below for my personal mentorship. You guys can message me on Instagram at official Tyree Samuels, and I would definitely let you guys know if I have any availability as of right now, because I like to, I like to be able to give hand-on-hand, right, one-on-one mentorship to all my students. Now, with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, you guys appreciate this video, you guys learned something, you guys feel like you're about to go take this and run with it, let me get you guys to go ahead and hit that subscribe button for your boy, right? Then after you do that, I don't know if you see these two things that are currently about to pop up on the screen, uno and dos. Let me go get you guys to go leave 2 thumbs up. I know you can only technically leave 1, but that's neither here nor there. Go leave a thumbs up for your boy so YouTube knows that y'all appreciate the value that's being dropped. Number 3, if you guys please could like, comment, share the video, because I know that there are more people than just you that are not successfully growing their Forex account, and it's probably because they don't understand how to properly, right? They don't understand how to properly compound their account, okay? And finally, what I want you guys to do is, whenever y'all see me, I want y'all to speak, because I'm gonna see y'all at the top, not from the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. See you when I want to be you. Peace.